Got a lot more time than I thought. Where am I going?
Okay.
Number 3, where am I going is the question you need to ask yourself every day. Number 1, you need to ask yourself, who can I impact? Number 2, what can I learn? And number 3, where am I going? Because in life and in eternity, you're going somewhere. Whether heaven or hell, you're going somewhere. And so I was trying to think about this illustration of time, and I saw a really good illustration I wanted to share. Praise the Lord. So I was thinking about time. It's kind of hard to kind of get the idea of time, the concept of time, because we're moving through time right now. I ain't about to hurt nobody. So I found this rope here. No, I'm not about to end my time here. So I found this rope. It's not back here, it's all right. So if you were to imagine your life, right? If you imagine your life right now at this very moment, in the span of time, right? You would probably be, if this was eternity, if this was the rest, not even like your earthly time right now, like when you die one day and you end up somewhere, whether it's heaven or hell, if you think about your whole life of eternity, right? The rest of your life forever and ever and ever, if this was your life, right now you would be like right here, in this little black spot. This you would be like right here, in this little black spot right here. And I've heard time and time again people work their whole life to this moment right here, where they can retire and then die. Right? They work their whole life for this little insignificant moment right here, where they retire, they go off to Florida, wherever they go off to, they go collect oranges, and go on the beach and all that stuff, and then they'll eventually die. And what do they do with their life? What do they do with the time that God has given them?
Waste it.
A lot of times we do waste it. So look, if you look at your life in the span of eternity, if you're like right here, you still have a lot of time, maybe. I've done a lot of funerals for kids, man, teenagers, man, that they thought they had their whole life in front of them, and then they were out hanging out with their friends and stuff like that. They were partying or whatever. They got in a car accident and they died instantly. I did a funeral for a kid about 5 years ago in my old youth group. Man, this kid he was there every week. He was dancing. He was always having fun, hanging out. And he was on his bike and he was riding down the street, and a car was coming over this hill, didn't see him, hit him in the back of his tire and broke his neck and killed him instantly. Man, we think we got all this time. We don't have time. We don't know what our life is going to be like, man. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, the next day. We just buried a guy in the church this past weekend, man, 55 years old. That's young to me because I'm 30. So I mean, that's pretty good to me. To y'all, y'all might be like, man, that's old. To me, that's pretty young. 55 years old. Man, not even 20 years to retirement. Dies, man. Heart attack in the middle of the night. He's gone. So look, think about this, man. In the light of eternity, what are you doing with your time? Are you using it to the best of your ability, or are you wasting it? Because, man, you got a long time. You got a long time left. What are you doing right now with the time that God has given you? What are we doing right now with the time that God has given us? Every head bowed and every eye closed. If I can have the band come. I want to leave this up here just as something, man, to think about. I know you're young, and I know that, you got your whole life ahead of you, but what if you didn't? What if you didn't? What if tonight, man, you can make a decision and a choice that can change your life forever, that one day when you die and you get to heaven, hopefully you get to heaven, and you stand in front of the judge, the God, the creator of all the heavens and the earth, the God that created time in existence. When you get in front of him, and he's either going to say one of two things. He's going to say, well done, good and faithful servant. Well done, good and faithful servant. You got to determine in your mind, what do you have to do to be a good and faithful servant for the Lord? Well done, good and faithful servant. Step into eternity with me. Or he's going to say, depart from me, I never knew you. Because you said, man, you had a relationship with Jesus Christ, but you didn't make time for Christ. You didn't walk with Christ. Tonight, man, I want to give you this great opportunity. Because we all think, man, we've got plenty of time, but we don't know. Honestly, we don't know. We don't know. So in this place tonight, man, I want you to, if you're in this place, you say, you know what? I don't want to waste my time. Maybe you're here tonight, you looked at your life and you say, I need a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I want to spend my life and my time for that. If that's you, I want you to lift your hand all over this place. Or maybe you're in here tonight and you say, you know what, I'm wasting a lot of time. I mean, I know I'm young, but man, I've wasted a lot of time that I could have spent in better things, doing better things, living for Christ in better ways. And you say, you know what, here, I want to take this time, in this moment, to make a personal decision to rededicate my life and my time back to Jesus Christ. I want to fix it, man. I want to get straight. I want my life to be straightened out. I want to devote my time to Christ from this moment forward. If that's you, I want to rededicate my life tonight. I want to make some things right because I don't know. I don't know how much time I might have. If that's you, I want you to lift your hand all over this place. Lift your hand, come on. I want everybody to stand real quick. Y'all chill with me just for a few more minutes, man. We got a little time here. I'm going to dismiss you. You can go in the game room. You can go outside. You can play basketball. Whatever you want to do, man. You can get your snack or whatever it is from filling out your form. Look, but for this time, for this moment right here, man, I don't want anybody to leave until you've looked in your heart and you know in your heart that you're maximizing the time that God has given you. You're not going to leave here not knowing where you're going. You're going to be able to leave here and know that you're going to spend eternity with Jesus Christ. Maybe you're here tonight, you say, you know what, I'm terrible with my time. I want prayer tonight that I can use my time more valuable. I need God to just put a supernatural Siri in my mind to help me out with my time. Right? I need some help with it, man. I struggle with time and different things. I waste a lot of time. And I want to get to know Jesus more. I want to be able to encourage people. I want to live my life to make it worth something one day. If that's you, I want you to raise your hand all over this place. Here in a minute, we're going to pray. Youth sponsors, if I have my youth sponsors come. My youth sponsors, if you raise your hand. Youth sponsors, raise your hand. Y'all look around if you're youth sponsors. Yes. Youth sponsors, raise your hand. I can't see the lights behind, but raise your hand. Listen. I want you to, before you leave this place, we're not dismissing yet. Y'all hang out with me for a few minutes. We're going to play this song. We're going to have the worship, youth sponsors are going to be up here to pray with you, man. If you need prayer for anything at all right now, this is your time. This is your time. This is your time. I want you to, God, I pray right now, Father, for every person in this room, every heart in this room tonight, every individual, God, that's in this room tonight. I pray, Lord, right now, Father, that we wouldn't waste our time in this service, God. That if you're speaking to us right now, God, you're calling us out, Lord. You're calling us out, God, with our time, with our life, with our attitudes, our actions, God. I pray tonight, Lord, you call us out, Lord, where we're not living up to you. Speak to us right now at this very moment, Lord. Speak to us right now, God. And if we need prayer, God, I pray that you would just move on our hearts to step out of our comfort zone in our seats and find somebody to pray with us in Jesus' name. And come on, y'all come right now. If you need prayer tonight, I want you to step forward, move out of your comfort zone, move out of your seat. Listen, don't waste any time in here tonight. We ain't got time to be wasting. We don't have time to be wasting. In the line of eternity, we don't have time to waste.